It's being called a cabinet of firsts.
By the end of this process, this cabinet will be the most representative of any cabinet in American history. We'll have more people of color than any cabinet ever. We'll have more women than any cabinet ever. We'll have a cabinet of barrier breakers.
Indeed, Kamala Harris did just that when she became Biden's VP pick. Other women had been the number twos on presidential tickets before, but none have won, and none were women of color. Harris's father, a Jamaican-born economist. Her mother, an Indian-born scientist.
Oh, how I wish she were here tonight, but I know she's looking down on me from above. She probably could have never imagined that I would be standing before you now.
When Biden's cabinet is seated, Harris will find herself surrounded by other firsts. Janet Yellen will become the first female head of Treasury. A former chair of the U.S. Federal Reserve, the Keynesian economist has been a vocal critic of Donald Trump's economic policies. Another female first, AVRIL HAINES, as Biden's Director of National Intelligence. If confirmed, 3 of Biden's highest cabinet positions will be held by women. But the men are also breaking barriers. Lloyd Austin will be the first African American to lead the Department of Defense. He's intimately familiar with the ins and outs of the Pentagon. The former general commanded U.S. forces in Iraq when Biden was vice president. Xavier BECERRA is set to become the first Latino to head the Department of Health and Human Services. Like Harris, he's served as California's Attorney General, and he's been a prominent defender of the Affordable Care Act, enacted under Biden's former boss, Barack Obama. Deb Haaland will become the first Native American to lead the Department of Interior, overseeing America's public lands and Washington's relationship with more than 500 federally recognized tribes, providing services to nearly 2 million indigenous Americans.
My life has not been easy. I struggled with homelessness. I relied on food stamps and raised my child as a single mom. These struggles give me perspectives, though, so that I can help people to succeed.
Alejandro Mayorkas will become the first Latino and immigrant to head the Department of Homeland Security. The Cuban-born DHS veteran will oversee America's borders. He previously implemented an Obama-era policy known as DACA that gave reprieve from deportation to undocumented adults who, as children, were brought to the U.S. without legal paperwork.
This is not simply a symbolic effort. When we say representation matters, it is because it matters for the well-being and the lives of 60 million plus Latinos who call this country home.
Biden's pick for U.S. Trade Representative is Katherine, the first Asian American tapped for the role. The daughter of immigrants from Taiwan, she's fluent in Mandarin and will play a pivotal role in driving Washington's trade policy toward Beijing. And Pete Buttigieg, openly gay and married. The former Indiana mayor ran against both Biden and Harris for the Democratic nomination. He's slated to be Biden's transportation secretary.
The eyes of history are on this appointment, knowing that this is the first time an American president has ever sent an openly LGBTQ cabinet member to the Senate for confirmation.
Indeed, all of Biden's nominees need Senate confirmation, expected to come easier with the Democrats' win of control in Congress's upper house. Well, Biden's cabinet is poised to make history. If all are confirmed, it'll be evenly split between men and women. Indeed, his will have the most women ever and will be the first where people of color make up a majority. America as a whole isn't there yet, but is expected to be a majority-minority country by the middle of the century.